broadcasting from Northwest Pennsylvania. You're listening to the Gen Extra Podcast, a show about Generation X, movies, technology, weird news, and anything else they feel like. Join them every Monday morning. Now, here's your hosts, Dave and Joe.
All right, we are back, Breeze.
We are back.
You know
as we inevitably are. We do come back.
We do.
Might take a couple weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say like going every 2 weeks now. It's starting to feel a little foreign to me. Like sitting in front of the mic.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a longer hiatus in between, but this fall season, man, life is just busy.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah, but I'd say probably right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, we'll be back on probably a weekly basis. Yeah,
absolutely. With lots of things to talk about with the holiday season and New Year and everything along those lines.
Yep. We'll talk more about Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving food, like dinner, does that rank near the top of holiday?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So just last night, my wife and I were watching a show and she's like, you know what sounds good? I'm like, wine? She's like, well, yeah, that too. But stuffing. Like Thanksgiving stuffing, that's a favorite for both of us. I don't know, and people divided on that, and I get that, but I really like stuffing for Thanksgiving.
Are you in the bird or out of the bird kind of guy?
If I am in charge of making it, I am an out of the bird kind of guy because I want more control over the stuffing, and I feel like if you put it inside, actually, this is going to sound weird. I'm nervous eating stuffing from inside the turkey because now it's a question of, is the stuffing cooked through?
Right. It was just sitting on raw turkey meat.
It was sitting on raw turkey meat for the duration of the cook.
Yeah.
And, just like you stick a meat thermometer in to get the thickest part of the bird to make sure that the inside of the bird is cooked. Now I'm going to guess on the stuffing. No, I usually get a nice big Le Creuset pot, like one of those big ceramics, and I'll make a big batch of stuffing in that where I can control the heat, everything like that. And I like how it turns out. Plus, you can kind of crisp the top because some people like a bit crispier on the stuffing.
I don't like crispy stuffing, but no, my wife has always been in the camp of keep the stuffing out of the bird. She wants nothing to do with the bird stuffing.
Yep, I didn't. But as with many things, I am aligned with her.
Yeah, like I didn't used to care as much, but I don't know, like after even just taste wise, I think the stuffing that you cook like outside of the bird is actually kind of better. Like it's not as it's not soggy.
Right. It does get super soggy. And you don't have the control of the seasoning either. Yeah. Because a lot of that seasoning is going to drop where? Into the carcass of the bird.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. All right. We'll save more Thanksgiving chat for next one.
Yes, we will. But what just passed? We missed Halloween. That was one of the reasons why we took a 2-week break.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything for Halloween. Oh, we did go to one Halloween party, which we were those people and didn't dress up. So
that's okay.
I know, but we weren't even sure.
Were you the only people?
No, there was actually several people that didn't dress up. We weren't even sure if we were going this year, and our plans actually shifted, and we were able to make it, but we had not planned for anything to wear. So we're like, whatever, we're just going to go. Take us
applaud that.
As we are, or not at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I applaud that. I think that's good. Obviously, I still have a young kid, so we were still out and about. We actually we went over a block and met up with one of his friends from school and their families and stuff like that. So we went over there to start, they had pizza and stuff over there, and then left from their house to wander the neighborhood and go trick-or-treating, which was really fun. My youngest is 7 now, and he's at that age where it's perfect because he actually has the physical endurance to actually go. Right. He doesn't tire out, but he's still young enough to be hyper enthused about
enjoy
treating. Yeah. So it was interesting. I actually do have a couple of interesting stories on that one. Neither of them are listeners, so I'm okay disclosing this, but we're out
just don't say their names, just in case they.
I won't say their names. No, I will not. I'll redact that. But so we're out. We're a couple blocks into trick or treating, and my youngest is with his couple friends, and all of a sudden my phone rings. So I'm like, oh, okay, and I answer, and it's this other dad of one of the kids who's literally right in front of me and trick or treating with my kid.
Yeah,
and he's like, hey, have you seen Jimmy? Name change for the sake of protection.
Yes. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, he's right in front of me. Like, don't worry about it, man. He's right here. He's like, okay, where are you guys? And I'm like, we're on, this road. He's like, okay, where is that? I'm thinking, dude, you live here. Like,
Yeah, how do you
and
know
he was not drunk. He was not drunk. But he also just flat out lost his 2 kids on trick or treating.
How old were
And
they roughly?
He kept calling me 7 and 6.
Jeez.
They're good kids, but it's like I was like I was having a little bit of parent judgment. I'm like, dude, like
Wait,
I would be mortified. I'd be mortified if I lost track of where my children were during trick or treating.
well, yeah. I mean, that's got to happen probably like more often than you think, because usually like, in town, like when there's kids in costumes all over the place. I mean, you turn around for a second and you're like, oh God.
They are hard to spot, and it does, it was getting darker. But still, like, just keep up, man. Like, it was kind of funny. I was kind of laughing with my wife, and I was like, oh yeah, they're right here. So I'm like, okay, well, fortunately they're good kids. So like, I wasn't worried about like,
well, at least they were right with you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, because we're not letting our kid out of sight.
No. Were you guys trick-or-treating all together? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so here's what I'm guessing what happened.
Separated.
He probably stopped. I'm just assuming. He probably stopped and was BSing with somebody, and you guys kept going trick-or-treating because your kids wanted to go.
Uh-huh.
Is that what happened?
Oh yeah. I would, yeah, you guessed. I think absolutely. I would 99% correct. That's got to be what happened.
Yeah. And then the kids are like, well, I'm just going to keep trick-or-treating with them. Like, I'm not going to sit here wait for dad to finish BSing.
Looking it. They were running. I was glad I had good footwear on because they were really hauling it. And I'm like, okay, we got to keep up. But then we were literally trying to get away from this other parent who kind of joined up with us. Dave, she was so drunk.
Oh, no.
Like, so drunk. And it was like she was just slurring her speech. And I would actually, I thought about you because I'm like, I wonder how far Dave's superpower extends if you would have been able to guess how many drinks she was into the night, or if that's just a unique skill you have with me. But oh my gosh, it was embarrassing. She was like stumbling. I'm like, I don't even want to be near you. You were just, your mere presence.
That would be embarrassing.
Is like, yeah, it was super. And she's shouting at her kid, like, Elliot, get some peanut M&Ms. And she's shouting this like across the houses. I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
How do we get out of this? How do we get out of this? Yeah.
We did. We're like, oh, you want to go down this street? Like literally trying to coax our child to take a different turn so that we could get away from her. And yeah, it's just, we did finally. I was like, oh, thank God.
Man. Yeah.
It was embarrassing. I was like, wow, 2 embarrassing moments with parents on Halloween in a small neighborhood too.
Like, were you able to like slip away, or was it like, hey, we're going to go this way? Or like, did you guys literally just sneak away and not tell her?
No, we literally just took a turn.
Yes.
And then we lost her because, I mean, honestly, I probably could have just stood behind her and she would have lost us because she was so drunk. I really thought she was going to fall over. I fully expected her to just face plant on the sidewalk from the way she was stumbling. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was funny, but oh, wow. Just, yeah, a little bit surprising as a parent when you see other parents and like, really? This is what you're going to do? Thank God you didn't have to drive anywhere.
Right. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, speaking of holidays, Breeze, how do you feel about the people that decorate for Christmas as soon as Halloween is over?
That's a no. That's too soon. That's too soon. That's too soon. My personal guideline is after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's over.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of rule of thumb.
I'm going to pull out the Christmas decor the weekend, after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Assuming we're not traveling, I'll just be, Saturday rolled around. Oh yeah, let's pull up the Christmas decorations.
I feel
it gives
like
you a good solid month.
It does. And then I think the people that also decorate right after Halloween, they leave their decorations up until like the end of January.
Yeah, they really extend it too. You're right. Right.
Yeah, so they're keeping their decorations up for, what is that, like a quarter of the year?
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, yeah, they're probably keeping them up for the duration of standard time. Like November 1st all the way through to
daylight
like
savings.
almost March. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It is.
But okay, in this regard though, I do understand if you are like a heavy decorator and it takes you like a week, like to get all of your stuff up and out. Like I get it. Maybe you got to get a jump start on it, but I don't know, man. Like it's still a little much. Do you guys decorate a lot for Christmas?
Not a lot. We have some inside stuff, which usually the kids put up. Well, more than the youngest. We just got a really like a fancy artificial tree this past year. Like after the season, we ended up buying one. This is our first time having. We usually go out and cut one down from a tree farm, like cut your own kind of thing.
Wait, you cut a tree down yourself?
Well, last year, yeah. Did I not send you pictures of that?
Maybe you did. So wait, are you like lay on the ground with a saw?
Well, this was the joke. Last year, we for some reason trees went like hotcakes last year, and by the time we got to the tree farm, nobody had anything. Like either pre-cut or not. Like just all the tree farms were just sold out, and it was like I don't know, December 10th. Like it wasn't terribly late. It's not like Christmas Eve. I was looking for a tree. All we found was like this, I think it was 3 feet tall. And we were like, and if all four of us, we already been to 3 tree farms. We're in the 4th one. And the kids and we just looked and we're like, yeah, you know what? We're just going to do it. And my oldest literally just went over and grabbed a hacksaw and like just cut down this little 3-foot tiny tree and paid like nothing for it. And then like, what I love about it, I threw it in the trunk like a kidnapping victim, right? I didn't even have to put it on the roof. I literally just bound this thing up and chucked it in the trunk of the car. Then we put it on a table for Christmas last year. So anyway, after that fiasco, we're like, you know what? We're spending so much money every year on a tree that's going to die in a few weeks. So we end up getting artificial. So this Christmas, we'll be doing artificial tree. We'll put it up with that. We'll probably do that a bit later. We're not going to do that like Thanksgiving weekend. We usually do that mid-December. And then I have some lights. I put up a lot of, I have just a handful. I'm not like Chevy chasing the house up.
Right.
But I do have some lights that I do put up consistently every year.
That sounds about what we do.
What about you?
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah. We don't go like crazy overboard. Just, lights, couple of wreaths on the outside of the house. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I've done too. A wreath around the, big wreath over the door to encircle the main front porch light. And then some garland around that. It works out. Now, to segue though, you talk about like Halloween to Christmas. I think my neighbor down the road kind of has it figured out. So this guy, you're familiar with the 12-foot skeleton from Home Depot? Like that's the infamous one.
Oh yeah, the big huge thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, forget that. This dude, it's got to be 15 feet tall.
A skeleton.
It's a Jack Skellington. It's a legit big old Nightmare Before Christmas.
Wow.
Really, really good looking. It's 14, 15 feet tall. It's huge. It dwarfs the Home Depot skeletons. It's gigantic. And it like has mouth articulation.
Oh, geez.
So it can move to sound. It's intense. So what this guy does, he sets that up. He's got a whole bunch of other like life-sized Nightmare Before Christmas characters. His front yard over Halloween was insane. Good. In a good way, like the dude gets into it. So he tears that all down, but he leaves Jack Skellington up because it's a dual holiday decoration.
That's true. Yeah.
So he leaves him up from now until after Christmas, and he'll change his decor and put a big Santa hat on him.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Very clever. So Jack Skellington is literally towering over most of my neighborhood for the next several months.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you're not one of those people, Breeze, that decorates too early.
Nope, absolutely not. Had to yell at my kid for singing Christmas songs. Nope, that's not allowed in the house until after Thanksgiving.
Not yet, boy. All right, I'm gonna pivot here though. I'm gonna get off of that, and I want to jump over to a movie I just watched. We had talked about this, I think a couple different times. And
is this one of the horror movies?
Yes.
That came out. Okay,
yeah, so
'tis the season. All right.
Yeah, remember probably 2 years ago when Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey came out.
Yeah, then Mickey Mouse was yeah.
Then it made a sequel to Winnie the Pooh, and then we saw rumors of two other ones coming out. One was Popeye the Slayer Man.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And the other one was Bambi the Reckoning.
Oh, right.
I watched Bambi the Reckoning.
Oh, okay. And
so I was actually disappointed in a certain way. So when I watch these movies, I like to watch them because they're bad. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm not watching them because they're going to be a good flick. I'm like, I can't wait to see how terrible this is. And Winnie the Pooh, the Blood and Honey, it delivered. It was so bad. Oddly enough, Bambi the Reckoning, I was like 15 minutes into it and watching it by myself because no one else wanted to watch it. And I paused it so I could talk to myself for a moment. I'm like, is this actually good? I'm like, what is happening? So I started noticing, I'm like, this is actually shot kind of well. Like there was some decent cinematography. The editing was good. The color grading, whatever they picked was actually, it looked good. And then like 15 minutes in, I'm starting to gather that the acting is actually not bad. And the CGI that went into the Bambi, the crazed deer, the CGI wasn't even that bad. So they had put some money and effort into this film. And I was like, God dang it. Like I kind of wanted to be worse than it was. And, but the premise, the plot of the movie, that's where it kind of suffered. I mean, I don't know how much better they honestly could have done.
I was going to say, what are you going to do with that?
Exactly. Yeah. Like it was, I feel like plot wise, it was just kind of doomed from the beginning, but for what it was and what they were working with, they did pretty good. Like, so I actually give that movie, a couple thumbs up, man, for producing something that was actually watchable.
Yeah. It was too good for you though. You were disappointed that it was too good. I'm laughing at that alone. Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, it makes sense. What you're saying makes perfect sense. You watch it for the campiness, for the schlock.
Yeah.
You don't. That is part of the charm, undoubtedly.
It is. Yeah, I enjoy bad movies. I always have. Like they're just funny.
There is definitely. I definitely have there's a part of me that does. I think the difference, obviously, between us is that I don't particularly care for the horror genre as much, but I do enjoy just bad movies. What Super Mario Brothers movie comes to mind, right? The one from the 90s. Horrible movie. And I will watch it all the time because it's just, you got to relish in that.
My friend Justin, who's been on the show, I was telling him about it actually at the Halloween party we're at. And I was kind of pumping it up a little bit about how good this, turned out to be. And he watched it and I had to remind him several times before he watched it. I'm like, don't go into it like expecting a good movie now. Like, no, like your expectations need to be, it's going to be crap. Because that's what I thought it was going to be. And that's why I think it's why I had that perception of it. Like, so if someone told me it was a great movie and then I watched it, I'd been like, it wasn't that great, man. Like,
so it's decent for a horror movie, for a campy horror movie. It's like,
yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
All right.
So there you go. If you enjoy those kind of movies, maybe check it out. And what else we got on this list here? But the robots, Breeze. We must talk about these robots.
Yeah. So was it just a few days ago? I think this is pretty recent news. Xpeng, I think is the name of the company in China, released the latest model of a synthetic humanoid robot.
I'll actually play the first 15 or 20 seconds of the intro.
Yeah, that'll explain it. Yeah.
Here we go.
Xpeng unveiled a shockingly lifelike humanoid robot wrapped in flexible synthetic skin, built with a biomimetic spine and muscle system, a curved display in its head, and customizable design options that even include different body types and colors. Unitree introduced its new G1 embodied.
All right. Okay. The video is almost 10 minutes long, so we're not going to watch the whole thing. But we did watch some of it before we recorded. But continue. What are they doing, Breeze? What's making these ones different?
Well, these ones are notably different in terms of some of their reaction and specifically the movement. It's incredibly humanoid. Like it's very, very lifelike movement in a way that
It's not janky looking.
it's not janky looking. You see a lot of these things, and actually, if you're in for a good laugh, and if you haven't watched it, to our listeners or to you, and if you've watched some of like the humanoid robot like sports where they have them playing like soccer or something, and they like literally have like 5-on-5 soccer matches with these robots, they're very janky. They're very Johnny Five, but no wheels, so that like the steps, everything is very like they almost look like toddlers that just can't quite walk, but they have like they do have balance because the servos and the gyroscopes maintain the balance, but it's awkward as hell.
Yeah.
This is not. It's not awkward. The movement is really lifelike, and it's just like the way it moves, like where it bends. It doesn't look like robotic joints, and some of that might be masked by the sleeving, right? Like what they put over top of it. But it looks very fluid.
You know where I noticed it when I was watching the video of it moving around was in the hips. Like,
yeah,
like the
I think that's probably a good
yeah. Like when you think of a robot walking, they're very, very stagnant in the hips. And this one actually, like the hips, like swiveled, like you would if you were to walk. So it was a very fluid movement, like you would see, in a human being. But so the synthetic stuff is what this is going to be warm to the touch. The skin.
The phrasing was weird in the way it was like I couldn't tell if they meant that like colloquially, like anecdotally, like
right.
warm being like a
right. It's not metal.
Not physical. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of skepticism around this. Obviously, Tesla did no one any favors by putting people in those suits and moving around and pretending to be robots. But this one, I don't know. I'm still not convinced, to be perfectly honest with you. This looks too far advanced from anything we've seen.
Well, they were saying in the video they're going to go into mass production at end of 2026.
Yeah.
Like a year from now?
Yeah.
Mass production? This is iRobot, dude.
Yeah.
Like every robot show, movie that you've watched. Like if this is real.
If,
yeah, it's a big if. How would you own, like if these came out in mass production and they were, I don't even know what the price point would be. Something that would be reasonable that you could maybe finance for, a few years or whatever, call it like 10 grand. It's going to be more than that. But would you own one? Would you buy one? You, Breeze, I'm talking to you.
I might. I'll be honest with you. I might. I watched iRobot and I'm like, you know what? despite the horrific, plot twist there, I don't know. I'd be tempted.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to have a robot buddy there for sure.
I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, it would be kind of neat. Like it's leaps and bounds from. Remember the robot in Rocky 4? I think it was.
Oh my gosh! Absolutely. Oh my gosh! There was I think they kind of made fun of that in the Muppets movie that came out. What was it, about maybe 10, 12 years ago? If you remember that one with Amy Adams and I'm blanking on his name. But they did that, but like they did the whole 80s throwback. Like they just called him 80s robot, but it pretty much was that robot from Rocky.
This sounds really familiar. I think I may have seen maybe even a clip, yeah.
Jason Segel, that's his name. Jason Segel and Amy Adams in the Muppets movie when they kind of brought it back for a bit. But yeah, they had 80s robot in there. It was hilarious because it was that one from Rocky. Yeah, come a long way for sure.
Yeah, my guess is they're going to go, it's going to go in a direction, no pun in there, that is going to be used for not everyday tasks.
So that's every Reddit forum I've been on. First of all, the first number one comment is, but they gave it boobs.
Yeah,
because they did. They gave it physical appearance. They absolutely gave this thing a human physical form. The second comment is always something along the lines of robots are going to replace the oldest profession.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, they had that movie with Megan Fox we talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember the name of that movie now, but
I forget too.
Yeah, she was a robot like this. The dude went to a thing and bought and it came.
Yeah, we joked about that on the show.
It came equipped with lady parts, and he had his way with it. And I wonder if, like, you know, moving forward into production, if they're going to have a separate line that, you know, has that stuff.
That's a good episode. I'm gonna go back and listen to that one because you're pretty funny. You're like, you're like in the Amazon shopping cart. You're customizing your order. Like, do I want to add this?
Yeah.
Click yes.
Does it come default like that? Like, I don't think so. That's an add-on.
That's an add-on.
Just doubles the price of your robot. Guys,
Right
they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not convinced this isn't a human in a costume. The more I look at this thing, if I see them put this thing out, walk it out on stage, and then someone removes the head, then I'll be convinced.
Yeah.
They've like taken apart a leg, and I'm like, do people have prosthetic legs?
Yeah. Pop that head off. Let me see.
Pop that head off. You know, like just remove the head and prove to people.
Let me see.
Because they're going through a lot of effort. They're going through a lot of effort to quote unquote prove it, but they're only unzipping certain parts of that sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they're only like revealing the robot part of it, not that unzipping. Yeah. We have moved on. The show, the listeners, all of us have moved on.
I haven't.
And that's why it'll cost twice as much.
Right.
Because of guys like Dave.
No. Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, speaking of technology, Breeze.
Yeah.
I was thinking about something the other day.
Okay.
And I was thinking about the internet. I know this sounds
just like all of it?
All of it. Everything.
All of it. Everything on the internet.
Connectivity. It's your phone. I mean, phones are basically just little internet machines. You know, you don't do a whole lot on your phone that isn't internet based. Your computers.
Correct.
Like, so I was just trying to think. You know, actually what kind of came to mind too was Google Maps. And not that Google Maps, because there was like the original like Garmin's that were like standalone machines that connected to GPS, but just Google Maps in general. Like, if I had to go somewhere, like I drive around all over the place for like photo shoots. And I rely on Google Maps. If I didn't have it, communication with people, I rely on the internet. Now there is also, a phone. You could revert back to phone calls, but it's very rare I get phone calls. It's always like email based, message based, whatnot. But what would our lives look like if the internet either didn't ever exist? But one, we wouldn't know any better. But so I think a better scenario would be like, what impact would it have if all of a sudden internet just ceased to exist? Like they couldn't figure it out, and the infrastructure of the internet broke.
Well, first of all, it's very topical because for those who aren't aware, I think it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Amazon Web Services was down.
Yes.
Like all of AWS hosting was down, which took, like a quarter of the internet. And services, right? Like not the internet, but like applications, like things that people need to run, like video games, for example. Like there are, I don't know, probably 30% of the video games that are popular, they run on AWS infrastructure. And then the week after that, Microsoft's Azure Web Services went down. Like is back to back was some internet, big, parts of the internet, big parts of the internet failed. So that's kind of a topical question. I think it's also a good Gen X question because our generation is probably the last notable generation to know what it was like without internet. So I think we and older would do just fine. We would dominate the lower generations because we actually would know how to do things without connected devices.
I feel like we would do marginally better than people younger than us. But I feel like it is so ingrained and rooted into our lives and society that no matter what age you are, I think it's going to have it would have like a devastating impact on everything.
Oh, society would near collapse
from the internet, something that never existed. Like we rely on it so much that's what, like, I'm worried of like some, and it's not like it's some big secret, you know. So if a terrorist organization, you know, figured out a way to do an attack on the internet itself, like that would be devastating.
The IT person inside of me is screaming right now. I mean, the good news is the safety is in the name, right? You can't take down just one part of it and have it all collapse. It is interconnected, right? Fortunately, that's the nature of it, and that's why it works so well, because it is decentralized. It's not like you can go to the main phone hub somewhere and, like, you know, blow it up and then
there's no phones.
Phone lines are down. That works today, but you know, with internet, it's
but I'm even thinking like a broader attack, like EMP style,
right?
Like,
yeah. I get it. I mean, that's the great plot of many great movies, right?
What if I mean, all internet is program based at some level.
Yeah.
So like, what if there was just a huge viral attack that crippled it for even months, like until people could figure it out? Like, it's just, I was just thinking, like, again, me relying on, you know, GPS is one thing, but think about everything you couldn't do.
Well, yeah, and not only couldn't do, but the analog equivalents of a lot of the things that we do don't exist anymore because they've been phased out. For a simple example, you mentioned GPS.
Mm-hmm.
Maps. They don't sell maps at gas stations anymore. Who the hell would buy a map?
Nobody. You got GPS,
but in your scenario, there are no maps. That's the societal collapse, is because we've actually moved to the point where there are no analog equivalents anymore. No one makes them. They don't exist. So, you know, go find a Rand McNally somewhere. Where are you going to find that at?
Yeah, like first, this podcast wouldn't exist. If you're listening to it right now, you would never have gotten it. Like
the true tragedy.
Yeah,
this
that's the biggest problem.
Absolutely.
You won't be able to hear us talking. So that's enough of that. But no, I just thought it was interesting that, again, something we live with day in and day out that we take for granted.
Oh, 100%.
And just the devastation it would cause. You know, when your internet goes out of your house for like a few hours, you're like standing around like you're in the Stone Age again. You're like, what are we going to do? Like, what are we going to do? Like, we could dust off these board games. Like, there's nothing else to do. We can't even watch television because it's all internet based.
That's why I still have my DVD collection. You know, as long as I got power, I could just open up the DVD collection. At least I can watch something there.
Oh, dude, power. That's another one, man.
It's funny. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, if someone figured out how to wipe out all of our power grids, that would ruin us.
That absolutely would. But you know, the funny part about that is, because of our cell phones, I'll bet you there's more people who would rather be without power than without connectivity. Because you know, like, again, you couldn't charge it. You'd be on a ticking clock.
Right.
But like, my teenager is okay if the power goes out because he's still got his phone.
Yeah.
But if the internet goes
battery
out,
banks.
But if the phone service were to go out, like the network, like 5G were to go out, that would be worse for him, I think, at least in short bursts, right?
Sure.
Like, if you do a day without it, I think he'd rather do a day without power than a day without network connectivity.
Yeah, light some candles and play on your phone.
Yeah, light some candles, play some Hearthstone. You know, like that's absolutely, or whatever the kids are playing these days.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's just hope that never happens.
Let's hope, especially not if I have my robot friend, because I'm sure that's network connected too. So
yeah, there was a real quick on one more thing about it. There was a TV show that came out oh geez, I want to say like maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I cannot remember what it was called, but it was based on that scenario that the power, all the power in the world went out and never came back on. And the show was about like what happens to society, like, and people start reverting back to, obviously like more primitive lifestyles, stealing and murdering, having to, trade stuff, like trading goods rather than, money, stuff like that. It was a really fascinating show. Actually, the one thing I didn't like about it was the fact that everybody's hair was in their clothing
Was well kept.
Yeah, it looked too good. And that was
that always.
Yeah, it was a bad
bothered
choice because I couldn't like wrap my head around it, and I had to stop watching it.
That always bothers me. And I think that's actually an area where, speaking of like apocalyptic shows, Fallout, I think, has another season coming out soon.
They do. Yeah.
They did a good job, I think, because people did not look very clean. Like, people looked ragged. They did not look clean. I mean, the Vault Dwellers did, but, those without, they did not. And they did a pretty good job of not breaking my immersion in the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of those shows, it wasn't, what was that one you watched that you were obsessed with the coffee scenario?
Silo. Yeah.
Silo. Oh my, it wasn't Silo, was it? That's not what we were talking about.
That was the coffee one. Yeah. Silo. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the coffee. I didn't know that was a show you were trying to remember the name of, because all I can remember is you dominated the podcast and our personal conversations for like a week about that coffee.
Bothered me.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Listeners, go back and listen to that one. I'll try and find the episode.
My poor wife knows all too well. If I get hung up on something like that, it's days.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. Times she's like, "Oh my god, enough about the coffee." I'm like, "Think about it."
It's great.
Oh my god,
so great.
I'd say one show that did really good at the post-apocalyptic vibe was The Walking Dead.
Yeah. The quality of that show production value was just outstanding.
Amazing. Like, they all look like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Like sweaty, grimy, they look terrible. And it fit. Like, if they were all well groomed and like, it's just, the show would not have been as successful, I don't believe. So
no, that was a good show. What was this? Dang it, what's the guy's name? Norman Reedus is the actor.
Yeah.
I think he's good. He's really good.
Yeah, he always looked like a grease ball.
Yeah, but it worked. He's a fun actor. Speaking of power going out, back in the day, 40 years ago, before we had internet.
Oh, I found the show. I found the show.
You found the show? What's the show? Pause.
Hang on. Revolution. That was it. Revolution. Oh God. Okay. It was longer than I thought. It ran from 2012 to 2014. So all over 10 years ago it came out. So there you go.
And it seems like you were like, oh, it's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm sorry I interrupted. What were you saying though?
No, I was talking about 40 years ago, right? Like, what happened 40 years ago in the 80s before we had internet, long before we had internet. Double Dare. Did you ever watch Double Dare?
Double Dare was 40 years ago?
Yeah, dude. It premiered 40 years ago, October 6th, 1986. Well, 39 years ago.
I wonder if it was always what it like the way I remember. I wonder if it was always like that, like with the slime and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it kind of, it got there. It was there. I was like, I'm trying to find the name of it. Mark Summers. That was the host.
Mark Summers.
Yeah.
Did he go through some kind of scandal, or am I thinking of somebody else?
Oh, I don't remember. Who hasn't gone through a scandal anymore? I've lost track.
But yeah, when you were a kid, I'm sure that you would have loved nothing more than to be on that show at some point.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Would have loved to be on that show. That and Legend of the Hidden Temple. Did you ever watch that one? That was another crazy game show.
Maybe, but that's not ringing a bell. I don't know if I did.
It was not as prolific as Double Dare, but it's also a good one. I think there's like a documentary on like a mini documentary on that one. I'm gonna find that maybe for another show. But that was an interesting time. Yes, I would have liked that. What else happened 40 years ago was Pogs. You remember Pogs?
Those were 40 years ago?
No, 30 years ago. Sorry,
okay,
1995.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that felt like it was later. Yeah, Pogs was like you throw the pog at another pog and it has to like flip over.
The slammer,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
You throw the slammer at a stack of pogs. I wish I still had mine. I had like a tube full of pogs. I kind of wish I kept them. They're so small. Like I don't know why I got rid of them. So small. I don't know. I enjoyed them. Did you have like a pog collection?
No.
When you were okay.
I feel like I might have had one that like I got from like a friend, but I never got any of them. No, nothing that ever, that I ever got. But
there were those like trinket shops, like random shops and stuff. Actually, arcades would have them a lot. Like I go to the Mill Creek Mall, and some of the arcades would sell them like either in the like skee ball prizes and stuff, or like just like random shops would just have pogs, and you go in like Spencer's, dude. Spencer's Gifts would have pogs, and you go in and get pogs. You were only allowed to go like so far to get pogs. So you can't go in the back of Spencer's when you were like a kid.
No. When you were that age,
I mean, you could.
Yeah. Probably. Well, I don't know. They probably wouldn't let you.
My mom wouldn't let me.
Yeah. When you were
like, stay right here.
When you were that age, like 10, 10, 11, somewhere in there, non-video game related, what was your like favorite toy that you remember growing up with, that you kind of like your go-to toy?
It's gonna be pretty predictable. Lego.
Okay.
Like, I had Lego sets. Yeah, I was really, really into that.
I did enjoy Legos. I loved Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, still have my Lincoln Log set.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this one time before. Yeah,
I do.
I'm trying to think if there's any other like toy that I'd like played with constantly when I was a kid. I got it. I mean, I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank. Like, I think I just played with a lot of different, probably Ninja Turtles, but I don't remember. That was like probably 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I had Ninja Turtles. We had a Ninja Turtles playset. We did a lot of board games, my brother and I, because we're only 3 years apart. So like that was accessible. We had a lot of we played like Life. We played a ton of like.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that too.
Board game.
Yeah. We played Life. We're kids.
Lots of board games though.
Kids nowadays, they're always playing video games and shooters and.
Yeah, no.
We're like, we played Life.
Well, I've talked about on the show before, Fireball Island.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about old board games, and I think I told you I bought a remake of that game. I play that almost every other weekend with my youngest. He loves it.
Nice.
No one else in the family likes it, but he and I will play it on the weekends. Like it's a pretty cool game. It's a good combination of like choices and chance. So he likes that. Yeah, we played the original Fireball Island too. That was a big one. Did you ever have Mousetrap? I think we talked about this on the show before, but did you ever have Mousetrap?
Yeah. Yeah.
I never played that game properly. Like,
I don't think I did either. Now I was thinking about it. I think it was played with the pieces.
Yep. You just set up the pieces and then you hit the thing and then you put it all away. I never once played that game by the appropriate rules because it was just boring.
Yeah. I remember we used to try and set up like Rube Goldberg style things when we were kids.
Yes.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, you like get like string and tape and you tie something to the door and like the light fixture in the ceiling and see if you can get something to swing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, knocks over a couple dominoes, hits a marble. Yes. Yeah. We used to try and do that all the time when we were kids. All right. Actually
weird. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if you were done with that, I'm gonna move on to our last and final game.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make sure we have enough time for this. So I saw something pop up and it made me think. So I jumped on old Chat GPT, gave it a prompt, and I said, how rich would you be if you invested $1,000 into stocks when they started?
Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you, Breeze, the opportunity to try and guess how rich you would be.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be terrible at this. So we're going from we're doing it then to now, right? Like, okay, all right. I'm gonna mess this up left, right, and center. This is gonna be one of the worst games I've ever done. Go.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would do equally as bad, but I figured it'd be funner for you to guess than for me just to tell everybody right away. All right, so Amazon, May of 1997. If you were to buy $1,000 worth of shares, which would have equaled 667 shares, how rich would you be today? Breeze.
That would be 1,000 shares.
No, 667 shares.
Oh, $1,000. Sorry, $1,000.
They're all $1,000.
They're all $1,000. But we get 667 shares. That would be 300% growth.
No idea.
Is that 300,000?
Today's value would be $1.8 million.
I told you I was going to be bad at this.
You don't have to try and think.
Orders of magnitude bad at this.
Don't think too hard about it. Just throw something out there. Just go with your gut.
Okay. So
go with your gut.
This is my baseline. You said it was 1.8 million?
Yeah.
Okay. 1.8 million. Got it.
Okay.
Now we got a baseline here.
Yeah.
Go for it.
The next one, Apple. All right. So in December of 1980, if you were to purchase $1,000 worth of Apple, that would have been 10,000 shares. How much would that be worth today?
5.2 million.
2.1 million.
Ah, shit. Went too high.
That's still impressive, though, dude. How could you have hung on to that for that long? Like, as soon as you saw your $1,000 investment go up to like $100,000, you'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Unless someone like, what would be the best scenario is like if like someone like for like a secret birthday present or something, like we're getting him because I mean go the opposite or not the opposite, but just go lower, go like $100. That would be still $210,000.
Yeah. Oh no, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This stuff always makes me think of Time Cop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The beginning of Time Cop, he busts a guy for going back in time to play stock market.
That's
Anyway,
exactly what I would do. And the lottery. I would just go back the day before the Powerball.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Every time.
All right,
24 hours time machine, done. Go.
All right. Microsoft. This would have been March of 1986 when you could have bought in at 10 cents. So your $1,000 would have bought you 10,000 shares.
Wow. 3.1 million.
$4.5 million. You were pretty close.
Okay. Not terrible.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. There's another one. Tesla. This is not as much as you might think. So this is June of 2010. $1,000 would have bought you
5 shares.
787 shares at $1.27 a share. It was really low. What would that be worth today?
Today, I would say that's probably going to be closer to 1.2 million.
$300,000.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, wait, that was my first guess for Amazon, so I win.
It was. All right, here we go.
I think so you're doing time value of money in here, so I need to remember that because it's over time and there's like stock splits and stuff like that. So that's what's jacking that thing up.
All right, here we go. January of 1999, NVIDIA, the graphics card company.
God.
Yes. $1,000 at the time would have been 2,300 shares. What would that be worth? A video card company for your computer.
That's going to be, and that was what year?
99.
Okay, let's go with.
This is an awesome one because this could have been you. Like at the age of like 18 or 19.
Right. Yeah, I would have been financially, Tesla too, but let's go with 2 million.
$3.5 million.
Oh,
that's insane. I had no idea that NVIDIA stock was that high.
That's higher. Yeah, that's higher than I would have thought. Wow.
There's a quote under it says the AI chip that turned nerds into millionaires.
Yeah, basically.
Here we go. August of 2004. I kind of maybe want to possibly research this one because it doesn't seem like it's that impressive. Google. $1,000 for 400 shares back in 2004. What would it be worth today?
20 years. I'm going to stick with 2 again. 2 million.
$65,000.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that can't be right.
It might be. Their stocks may not grow.
Let me Google that.
That's interesting.
Let's
Google. Let's ask Google.
Yeah. If you bought 1,000 shares of Google in what year was that again? 2004.
Yeah.
Okay, this even says worse. It says $32,000. Is Google not doing good?
Well, I don't think there are stocks driven. They just may not be their thing, right? Like their value per share just might be lower. Like I don't know. Other Joe might have more insights on this one. I'm not a stocks person, as this game clearly exemplifies.
Yeah. I got two more for you.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Netflix, May of 2002.
Okay.
$1,000 would have bought you 862 shares. How much is that worth?
2002, so 20. 1.2 million.
500,000.
God.
Not as much as I expected.
You know, the problem is we started with Amazon and I just got so jaded for the 300,000 to I'm like, overshooting it now. Anyway.
All right, here we go. Disney. This is all the way back in 1957.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Cheap as hell. This was $1,000 back then. Well, of course, that was like, probably an eighth of your yearly income.
That's true. Adjusting for
yeah, this would it would have bought you 33,333 shares of Disney.
Wow.
What would that be worth today?
Ooh. 6 million.
$3.1 million.
Okay, not terrible. Better than half.
Yeah. Dude, you imagine like what happens if like a relative, like a grandparent or something actually did that, okay? And they're like
slept on some shit for a while.
They slept on like they bought $1,000 worth of Disney back in the 50s. And fast forward to today, and let's say that they had passed away, and then all of a sudden you're like going through their stuff and you find this stock stuff, and you're like, oh, these are shares of Disney from way back then. Like, do those transfer or what happens to those?
I think so. I mean, inheritance law would carry.
Okay.
So yeah, I would think.
Hopefully I wish there was a story that we heard about that, because that'd be a great story.
That would be a good story. Just find some certificates of stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're about it, Breeze.
Yeah. I'm so bad. I'm just kicking myself because I'm just so bad at this. But the only thing I can just truly be confident in is that Shawshank Redemption came out in 1994. I will never forget that.
That it did.
Little inside joke for our longtime listeners.
It's not even an inside joke. We talked about it on the show.
It's an outside joke.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
All right. Let's wrap this one up, guys. Thank you for tuning in for another one, and we'll see you probably in 2 weeks.
All right. See you then.